Can you solve this SQL interview problem? Our prompt is, Sarah's bike shop sells a lot of bikes and wants to know what the average sale price is of her bikes. She sometimes gives away a bike for free for a charity event, and if she does, she leaves the price of the bike as blank but marks it as sold. Write a query to show her the average sale price of her bikes for only bikes that were sold and not donated. Round answer to 2 decimal places. Let's come down here and check out our data, and we can see that we have one table called inventory, and there are 3 columns: bike ID, bike price, and bike sold. If we scroll down, we can see that the bike sold column is broken down into Y's and N's for yes or no, and then the bike price column either has the price of the bike or a null value. Starting off, the only thing it wants us to return is the average bike price, so we will select the average of bike price. All we need is the SQL average command, avg, to do this. The prompt also wanted us to round the answer to 2 decimal places, so we will just put this round function around the average bike price, and the first argument for this function is the average of bike price, and then the second is the number of decimal places we want, which is 2. We'll be pulling all of our data from the inventory table, which is our only table. Now here's where the critical thinking comes into play. We want to find the average sale price for only bikes that were sold and not donated. However, there's something weird with how Sarah stores her data. For bikes she gives away to charity, she leaves the price of the bike as blank but marks it sold, so we can't just do where bike sold equals yes, we also have to do where the price of the bike is not null. With that being said, our first criteria is where bike sold equals Y. However, we don't want to forget that Sarah marks bikes that she's given away as sold as well, so we also want to do where bike price is not null, so this way we're capturing the average price of only the bikes that were actually sold and not given away. This is supposed to be and, not where, so I went ahead and fixed that. Let's come up here and run our code. And as you can see, we have found our average here. Let's come up and check our answer. And yay, we did it. I highly recommend that you do some practice problems like these on your own. I did this one with Analyst Builder. Some of the questions are free, some of the questions aren't. Use code Elijah25 for 25% off your first purchase.